What's up, everybody? Man, it's your boy, Mr. Duga, coming at y'all with another video, man. And tonight, man, I'm gonna give my thoughts, man, on Malcolm Jenkins, basically leaving the Philadelphia Eagles. And just what I think about it, basically, man. About the him leaving and about the Eagles going forward, yo. Before I get into this video, man, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on Instagram or send me a friend request on Facebook, I'm gonna have my Instagram and my Facebook information down in the description box. Come give me a follow on the gram. Come send me a request on the book. Come holler at your boy, yo. All right, man. First off, man, I want to thank Malcolm Jenkins, man, for everything he's done for this organization, man. He's basically the best safety we've had since this Hall of Fame guy right here, man. And it's crazy they both went out in similar fashion, where they still had a couple of like a year or two left. You would think to play at a high level, and we just didn't get it done, so they was able to hit the open market. Obviously, with Brian Dawkins going to the Denver Broncos, and now with Malcolm Jenkins going to the New Orleans Saints. Great guy, man. A leader on this team, a real stand-up guy. I was furious, when you had like a chump like Orlando Scandrick came out there and try to basically slander his name. Even when you look at the all or nothing, just seeing the type of leader he is, and everything he's done for the community and everything he's done for the Philadelphia Eagles. He's gonna definitely be missed, man. And I know he has about at least one more, really good year left in him, yo. And it's unfortunate that, it had to come to this. Basically, man, he ain't leave for that much more money. Basically it seems like it came down to the guarantees. It seems like it came down to the years. It just came down to those things. There's rumors out there that, they wanted it to be Carson Wentz's team. And I don't think that, I just think that's a bunch of baloney. I mean, you the quarterback. It's not like Jenkins on offense or nothing like that, Jenkins was a great guy, great leader, man. Even in his goodbye letter, it's curious, he mentioned, he mentioned the organization. He mentioned Dougie P, he mentioned, Jeffrey Lurie. He mentioned Jim Swartz. He mentioned pretty much everybody except for Howie Roseman, which basically tells you a lot about what he thinks about him. But I'm glad we got him, man. The New Orleans Saints didn't re-sign him years ago. They went after Jarius Byrd. We got Malcolm Jenkins on a cheap deal. And obviously, man, he's been amazing and leading us to, the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. And, his hit on Brandon Cooks, man, that knocked Brandon Cooks out the game is like, probably one of the biggest players of that game, man. Guy been amazing, man. But with that all being said, man, it's time for us to move on, man. It's time for us to move on. We went through this with B Dog. We went through this with McNabb. We went through this with other really, really good Eagles players that been around for a while. Like the Trent Coles, the Trey Thomas, John Runyon. Obviously, like I said, Brian Dawkins, Bobby Taylor and Troy Vincent both left the same season. In came Lito Shepherd and Sheldon Brown. A lot of really good players, man. Like Brian Westbrook, a lot of really good players that we had eventually moved on. Some retired, some went on to play for other teams. Like McNabb played for the Redskins and the Vikings. Brian Westbrook played for the 49ers. Like I said, Brian Dawkins played for the Broncos, man. A lot of these guys ended up playing, for other teams, but like I said, it's time to move on, man. I know a lot of people are freaking out that Jalen Mills is going to be the guy in this position. I think this is like a 1 year tryout for him. We brought in Will Parks, from the Denver Broncos, to kind of be like that third safety or whatnot. I think we draft for safety, man. I think in the second round of the draft or the third round or whatever, I think we still will draft the safety and try to develop him, to eventually be in that role just in case Jalen Mills doesn't turn out, to be a very good safety. He's played safety at LSU, so obviously he's familiar with playing that, but we don't expect him to be the type of player or have the type of impact that a Malcolm Jenkins had. Not only as a player, a guy that played like what 90 something percent of snaps in 6 years, a guy who was very, very extremely durable. He even could have played special teams for you, but you can't expect Jalen Mills to be had that type of impact. But I do think eventually we will get a safety in this draft. I know Will Parks, we bringing him in, but that's basically a 1 year, band-aid type of thing. Like I said, I think we're gonna get a safety. I think we're gonna draft the safety, man. Like I said, maybe as high as the second round. We'll see that is how how the draft board plays out. But shout out to the New Orleans Saints. They get their boy back. They're a veteran team. Their window is closing, so Malcolm is a great fit for a team like that. For the Eagles, man, our window, we trying to, we trying to get younger, man. Jason Peters is basically all but gone. Nigel Bradham, Darren Sproles, all these guys are pretty much gone. So this team is trying to get younger, man. And it's something that had to happen, man. I know a lot of people are disappointed. I'm disappointed, but at the same time, I understand the nature of the business. And I think in the long run, we're going to be all right. I honestly think in the long run, we're going to be all right. At some point, this had to happen. It had either had to happen. I can't even talk. This either had to happen this season, next season, or the year after, man. So, hey, I get it. He still got some football in him, but hey, we got Darius Slay. We got Will Parks to come in. We're gonna give Jalen Mills a try. If he's not any good, he's gone. I think we draft the rookie. We got other guys, Sidney Jones and Crevon LeBlanc, Avante Maddox, and Avante Maddox played a little safety too, his rookie year. So but I think we're gonna be all right, man. I actually think this defense is gonna be a little better this season, than it's been the last year or two, man. But with it's a guy like Hargraves on the D line, like I said, getting Will Parks in that secondary, we just got a linebacker from the Chargers that's still relatively young that used to be a starter in this league. So the defense should be a little better, yo. I know we're gonna miss Jenkins a lot, and we're gonna feel it this year. It's gonna be times when we're gonna be like, boy, if Jenkins was back there, this wouldn't have happened. But it's about getting younger. It's about getting this team ready for the future. And it's a move that I felt like, unfortunately was necessary, man. We went through this with our favorite Eagle, man, B Dog, man. But hopefully, we could get back things rolling, man. Gotta add some offensive weapons in this draft. I would still like to add one more receiver in free agency before the draft. But shout out to Malcolm Jenkins, man. Thank you for everything you've done for the Philadelphia Eagles. Super Bowl champion, Pro Bowler. I think he gonna go down into the Eagles Ring of Honor one day, yo. Shout out to him, man. You well missed, but hey, man, let's get behind these youngsters, man, and make another run at this thing, yo. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Go on, hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe, man. I'm going to have Philadelphia Eagles and NFL content throughout the year. Also, this coming Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to do a live Q&A. Come on there, ask me anything. Tell me anything. I'll answer your questions, respond to your comments, and give you a shout out on the live, yo. Y'all should join me. It'll be some good stuff. Until then, yo, y'all have a blessed one. Fly, Eagles, fly.